Greetings, college family. It has been a while since we have spoken like this, and I want to spend a little time saying how grateful we are to everyone for a year that has been a good year. We've performed creditably in almost all areas of school life, and we want to finish with a bang with external exams coming up and internal exams right after. So I want to speak particularly to my fourth and fifth and sixth form college men who have already started external exams as CXC started last week with the orals and the visual arts papers. And we want to say to the gentlemen, get prepared. We have a short time. It's never too late. We start right away with the things you know, which is let's get onto the CXC website. Let's do the things we must do now. For example, let's look through all the past papers that are there. Once you work those past papers, those questions will come back. As a matter of fact, you know that of the 60 paper one questions in the multiple choice, sometimes as many as 50 come back. And so you want to work through all of them and get yourself those marks. For the paper two, the concepts will come back, even if not questions coming back verbatim as they will do in paper one. Make sure you do the past paper questions. Work as many as you can. You can actually study that way. You may not be able to read through the book now, but you can do the questions, learn the concepts, and make sure you know how to answer the questions. The specimen questions you've heard me emphasize over and over again. The specimen questions are designed for those changes in the syllabus. So when there are changes in the syllabus, you'll see specimen questions come out that year, and the questions come back the same way, word for word, verbatim, and therefore do all the specimen questions you can. Work them through. The examiner's reports are what they say. The people who mark the papers give us reports on what they find each year. So you get your past paper, you get your examiner's report, and you will see the criticism, you'll see what they did for the students did, what are the expected answers, how they answered for each year. Make sure you follow those. If you do that and you look through the syllabus which is there to see what areas you haven't covered properly, that's how you study in these last days to exams. Go into the exams making sure you have used to its fullest the CXC website. If you don't go on the CXC website, which tells you the questions that are coming, which tells you how they are coming, which tells you how they are marked, then you don't have no sense. You're an idiot. Let's take it on, gentlemen. We know what to do. Let's go again. You go into those exams. Even the things you studied at the last minute, don't let anybody tell you that it's too late. Even the things you studied at the last minute, when you go in that exam, you write it down first. You make sure you can still remember it. You make sure that you keep it in your brain, get it out right away. Read through the papers. If your best question is the last question on the paper, do that question first. Do your best questions first. You can do your second best question first and your best question second, but do not come out of the paper leaving questions that you can do on the paper and you leave them undone because you ran out of time struggling with questions that you're trying to remember. Do your easiest questions first. Get the best marks you can get. Questions give you the amount of marks that are allocated to each section. So you don't need to be writing an essay for 3 marks for a definition. The essay part of the question is the 15 mark later on that you need to be explaining properly. But you don't spend a whole hour writing for 3 marks. Definition, get that out of the way. Get the bulk of the marks after that. Remember, you have to write out your structured answers everywhere along the way that you're writing. You have to explain what you're writing so the examiner knows that you understand, especially in math. Those lyrics are important in paper 2, so you demonstrate to the examiner that you know exactly what you're doing. You can't get all the answers wrong and get a 1. And you can't get all the answers right and get a 4 because you didn't write out the requisite amount of steps that demonstrate that you know. So, past papers, syllabus, examiner's report, specimen papers, critical. Pull down your timetable, paste it up on your wall, paste it up on your fridge. Show your mother. Every year we have a boy coming for a morning exam in the afternoon. I've even had boys coming the day after the exam. If you come that way, you're dead. Show it to your mother. She's not going to make the mistake. Show it to your father. Put it up on the fridge so everybody knows when you have exams. It spaces your exams so you know how much time you have in between exam to study for the next paper. Look at all of it. If you have 2 papers right after each other, then you know right away so you have to do all your studying before. You will have a little time in between for revision. put up your timetable, print it and put it up, highlight your subjects on it. Make sure everybody who supports you are aware. Get sleep, but you can't be sleeping out the whole night now. It means that you have to go home, get yourself organized, study until 10, sleep, you get up back at 4 or 5, do your work. You can't be sleeping out all night. If you sleep out the whole night, cold sweat must wash you when you get up and you panic and say, oh Lord have mercy, oh, I'm sleep out the whole night. We don't have that time anymore, gentlemen. Let's schedule our time. Let's get it done. Call your brethren. The brethren who know to do that question. Study together. Ask questions together. Write out the questions. Write out your answers, sorry. A lot of times you think you know it and when you have it in your head, but when you need to write it, you can't. Writing clarifies thought. So if you don't write, all the exams except for those very few orals are written exams. Write out the answer. Get a whiteboard and put it up in your yard. Write it out. Speak to yourself in your phone and tape it and see if you're making sense. But write out your answers. Proper nutrition, don't eat up the whole heap of food and then expect that you're not going to sleep. You're going to have niggeritis. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you balance your eating. Make sure that you get rest. If you're still standing up and sleeping, maybe you need to get some more sleep. But right now, the time is on us. We don't have enough time. Gentlemen, these exams are not hard. If you go through the past papers, you can do these exams and do well. You're looking for 8-1s, and you're looking to pass every single one of them. Math seminars are going on right now. Archie has them in the night. This Saturday and Sunday, all-day marathon. Mr. Barker is going to come and he's going to go through all the questions that you need to go through. We're going to be sending some questions. We're going to be printing some, and we're going to be sending some to you on the net. We're going to work as many all day, Saturday and Sunday in the auditorium. Prepare yourself. Go to all the revision classes you can. At that last minute, teachers are going to show you the things that are coming, and they are going to take you through them. Don't miss them. They are critical. Don't waste your time. Watch the distractions. You know what I'm going to say already. Watch that. Watch that. The phone, the girls, the football, all the things that distract you. Make we cut that out. Summer, gentlemen. But right now, let's focus on the last lap. We're in the straight. Let's deal with it. College men, we can do this. For the rest of the school, prepare yourself. Your exams are in June. And it's going to determine if you are here next year. Put in your work now. Bless up college family. Fervent for life. We have high expectations.